Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I've got 2 new molds to do, 2 more orders. So I've done this one before, so I figured I'd just throw it in this video, but I've done this one a couple of times actually. This one is number 4 of number 5 in white, so that'll be easy. But these 2 are new. Don and I picked these up on our vacation. These are little trinket trays. One is a little Santa sweater. The other one is a rooster. So we're going to do the Santa sweater in the Rolio Scarlet, but this is the pigment paste, not the mica powder. So I just want that clean, crisp look as a base coat. White for the bear, of course. I pulled out my chrome powders. Oh, that's not the right one. That says aqua. I got the rose red for the body. I wanted the green. Let me find the green one. Almost did the wrong one. And here's the green for the tree. And then the rest I will pour in white and do the rest not off camera, the rest after demold. And then for the rooster trinket tray, I pulled out these colors. I'm just going to kind of probably dirty pour, I think, maybe, because it doesn't have sidewalls to like normal marble it. So I wanted these 3 colors in there. Not sure what it's going to look like, but those are the colors I chose. So before I begin, I do want to move these, and we're just going to get some powder in here. And how do I want to do this? Usually I'll use my finger. Let me go grab a finger cut and see if that's going to work for me today. The tree, I like green and traditional. She wanted traditional, so I'm going to do obviously the tree green. I do like to use my finger because it'll just rub it right on the silicone without any brush marks. And then I'm gonna leave the tips. I'm not gonna like struggle with the tips because I like the tips white for like the snow. So since I'm pouring it in white, we're going to let those tips be white. I'll try to get a little bit of them, but I'm not gonna go crazy trying to get it down into the tips. You can use a brush, it works. I've done it before, but I don't want them all green because some trees are flocked for Christmas and I think they're pretty. And she didn't say, so I'm going to take it upon myself to make that decision for her. She doesn't mind. She's a friend of mine. She lives in town. And she loves gnomes. And there we go. Then I have to clean it between each color. This one's not that hard to clean. I just have to get a brush down into the top of that tree though. This one's not too difficult. And everything that is not, I do put this one in the vacuum chamber filled up to the tree branches to get the bubbles out of each one of those little spots there. But I do need a brush just because I want it down here in the tree top. And then try to make sure you tap all that powder out, because if you go through the trouble of cleaning this thing before you tap the powder out, when you're cleaning it the next time, all this green powder is going to get everywhere that it was. That looks good. All the tips are still open. You could see through it too, so that's nice. All right, I'm going to leave all those tips white. I think that's good. Then we're going to take paper towel. This is not the best one. It's got resin on it already. And just kind of wipe this one out before we do the red. It's not a horrible shape that it's very difficult to clean. Let me get that spot. And then sometimes it's on the outside and you think you're trying to clean something that's not even on the inside. Sometimes little cotton swabs help too. I just don't want green where the red's gonna go. So for his mustache, let me grab cotton swab. We're gonna clean it that way because I don't want to have to go over the red to try to do this. So I always want to clean before I begin the second color. His nose I usually have been painting with a pinkish color after demold because it's so cold outside where he's at. His nose turns red. Pink, I should say, not red. I don't want a red nose. Sure, I could do pink. Maybe I could do pink right now with a chrome powder. Let me try it. What's the worst that can happen? I have to paint over it. See, I think that's on the outside of the mold because it looks like, yeah. Looks good. Let's try to get the nose pink. Let me see which pink color. We have two chrome sets here. The new one and the old one. Mine have recently gotten mixed. Let's do this rose gold. I think that's what do we have here. Holographic pink. I want the lighter of the two. Let's compare them. I don't know if he needs a holographic nose. But I guess it would be kind of cool. Oh, they look, well, the holographic is not as sparkly. We're going to do the sparkly one. And we'll save the holographics for something else. I do not know which goes into which. I mean, I can obviously go figure it out on Amazon and see which ones go in which one, but I'll just link them both for you because who doesn't want both sets of chrome powders anyway? I mean, they both come in handy. I'm just going to use this little lip gloss brush. They work really well. Just to get his little tiny nose. No, I just like tapped it all off. Trying not to make a huge mess. Hopefully this will work and I won't have to paint it. It'll be there forever. Typically I have been using my little UV resin in a nail polish bottle to help me seal things in because it's so much easier to brush it on from a nail polish bottle than it is to be wiping with my hand that's allergic to it. There, that was not hard. Well, tap it out first because again, there's a piece of green glitter in there. Come on, you don't belong in there. There we go. Get the pink off because if it's pink is touching before the red, you're gonna see that pink. A little bit of green. Just gonna touch up a little few spots here. And then I will go in with my red. Then re-clean. This one holds 4.5 ounces. It is not on this mold. I think they forgot. I don't know what the reasoning is, but they didn't put it on. They're so good at putting their numbers on the molds. So there's that. Let me wash off my little finger here. And we're gonna go in with the red with the same way. I will do his little cuffs. I'm gonna clean his cuffs out, but I kind of hope they're white. Sometimes these colors do bleed when I pour it, so unfortunately, I hope that doesn't happen. Goes on so nice. I want his like sleeve. I'll even do his little hand. I've been usually painting their hands black though. I've done traditional colors. I've done non-traditional colors and the pastels, pinks and blues and teals, which came out really cute. So you don't have to always do them red and green if you don't want to. Let's get his little arm and his little hand. It's just easier to look from the outside what I'm getting and what I'm not getting here. I think I got it. Then I will just go in and clean it again. What is that? Oh, that's his cuff. This is such a beautiful red. That looks good. Tap it all out, because if you don't get it out, I mean, I still have a chance of it bleeding, especially putting it in the vacuum chamber. But if you don't get them out, it's definitely going to bleed into, especially if you pour white. Maybe I don't even need this. I don't know why I'm bothering with that. I don't need that. Let me just clean out his beard and his cuffs one more time. Just with this. And then if you wipe off a spot, just make sure you get it back again before you pour with the red. Like I just got a little bit of red on. Oh, and I already put the red away. I'm gonna need that. It's because I wiped a little bit off. Let me get that cuff. Okay, so this one's not that bad to clean. Obviously, I'm doing it in real time. Normally, I have to do it in fast forward because it takes so long. But this one's not too bad. If I can get the cuffs white, I won't have to cover them with anything on demold. So let's hope they stay this way. And this one here, it's nice indented cuff, but I don't think I got it all. It's so hard to see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I missed some red there too. I think I'm gonna go in with a, that one's not as easy. There we go. I'm gonna go in with another lip gloss brush. There's some red on his mustache. And I just have to touch up a few little bits and we'll be good. I will do that off camera. Where's my lip gloss brush? Well, I'll find it and then I'll grab some resin. I changed my mind, you guys. I am going to use polyurethane for the bear and the gnome because they're both gonna be poured white. But first, I'm taking this mica powder and I'm gonna brush the bear because I don't want the bear like stark white, but I wanted that little shimmer shine, and I know that polyurethane is going to pick that up. So let's try that today and see how that works. So I'm just doing the same thing. This is my pearl white, one of my pearl whites. I have several. I just change them periodically just to see what we have, something different. I'm just gonna rub this one into this little bear everywhere and then mix up the polyurethane. That way I can demold these right away in about 45 minutes while we wait for the others to cure. So I don't know, I think that's kind of genius today. If they're white and you don't want to wait all day, why not use it? This stuff is cures before your eyes if you haven't seen it yet. It's super duper fast. You cannot flash cure it because it cures in a flash on its own. So you can pour it into these molds without a problem, and then I might have a better chance of not having those powders run in that gnome. I'm not sure. We'll see if they run. I'm getting down. This has fur in it, so my finger isn't exactly getting everywhere, but you know what? You're not even going to notice it because it's going to be white on white. Let me see. Try to get it into that ear. I don't even care if this floats in here. It doesn't make a difference. I was just trying to go for a little bit sparkle because this will be a girl bear. I've done 2 boys already and 1 girl. I need 2 more girls. So we do want this to have a little bit of shine. So I'm gonna stick with that. Put that away. Oh, I forgot to say, yesterday when I got this and I didn't know where it came from, Fanny sent that to me, and I guess she has a couple more packages on the way. So Temu doesn't let you put a gift tag in there, but she caught it and told me, hey, did you get something in the mail today? I'm like, I should have known. I should have known when I don't have a name on it that it was Fanny. She's always so sweet to us. All right, so the polyurethane, I'm gonna do, this is 4.5, that's about 3. Let's just do 8. I've got this little mold here I've been making on the side in case we have some extra. Okay, unless you're doing a color, if you're pouring a color into this, hopefully I have 4 in here. If not, I think I have more bottles. Okay, if you're going to mix a color into here, now is the time to do it before adding your second color. That way you're not rushed. You only have 2 minutes to stir and it starts setting up. So I'm not going to be adding a color, so I'm going to go ahead and pour my 8. I'm going to mix it until it's warm in my hand. There's 8. And then pour. It's very quick. It's like water. So there's really, I mean, you do end up with bubbles, but you can't see them because they're embedded into the pure white that it creates. See, it cleared up that fast. And the deeper you pour, like the more polyurethane, I would do it in steps so you're not doing huge batches because it's going to get warm really fast. And you don't, sometimes I've poured it out of my cup while it was curing. That's how fast. So it's already getting warm. I'm going to go ahead and pour slowly, and I do want to quickly squeeze that tip just to make sure. I've not poured this one. I poured the other gnome in polyurethane. I have not poured this Christmas tree one in polyurethane. So it's getting warmer as I speak. That's why I'm saying have all your stuff ready. Don't over pour. It will expand and come out. And then if you need to add more, you can add more. I'm hoping I got the ears. I'm just assuming I did because it's like water. You don't spray these with alcohol or anything. Again, I'm not going to over pour because it will make a mess. And then I'm just going to put the rest in these cute little molds. A little heart and a little purse. I don't really want to pour them full, which means I need another little mold. Otherwise, it will cure in my cup. What can I pour it in? Let's just pour a butterfly. Oh, that's got stuff in it. Hang on. Find a better one before it cures in my cup. Sometimes this gets bubbles because it's the end and it's really thick. And then, let's see, I could put a little bit more in here. I got it. That's everything. That is perfect. It is hot, hot, hot. That one could have used a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll just do that. And you could sand this down just like you normally would sand. There it goes. It's curing right now. So I would have ran out of time anyway. It's so cool for like the first timers that have never seen this before. It's like, wow, check that out. It's like curing so fast. Like the smaller amounts, these ones here, take a little longer because there's not as much chemical reaction happening as these larger ones. And then you really don't want to mess with them. About 45 minutes. And when they cool back down. These ones will be cool a lot faster, probably 15 minutes. I can demold these two. But the bigger ones take quite a lot longer, about 45 minutes. Normally I'm demolding those. And now they're solid enough that I can move them out of our way. Yay! That was such a great idea, Michelle. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, now I'm going to mix up some resin. Just get rid of the cup. I'm not going to use it for resin, and then we'll do our colors. Brushes in hand, and the world is my stage. While that's mixing, I'm going to go ahead and get my colors dissolved for the rooster. So I don't need a lot because I'm only going to do 5 ounces. So the orange, what I should have done was red, yellow, and black. That way I would have had red, yellow, orange, and black. But too late now. I don't think I can get that mica powder back in my thing. This is Rolio Coal. This is the first time I'm using this color. The Let's Resins Orange. And then the Rolio Scarlet. And I'm just going to dissolve these in mica powders. I'm so happy to hear so many of you in my comment section saying that this is helping you a lot, mixing this way. Where did my alcohol bottle go? I don't see it. I think Don took it from me. Oh, there it is. I apologize, Mr. Glitz. Sometimes he takes my alcohol in the other room. So I'm getting comments that this is working for you, that you usually always had unmixed mica powder and now you don't. So I'm so happy it's working for you. It's still working for me. I haven't really had any issues. Just try not to add too much alcohol. And if you do, just let it dissipate for a little while before you mix your resin. That's good. And then the other one is the pigment paste. Like I said, I didn't want that shimmer to his sweater, so I just wanted a pigment paste. That should be good. And this should be mixed already. Remove that. This one is hands-free, and you just have to time it yourself. It doesn't shut off like the large mixer. I know it's been at least 5 minutes that it's been in there. Then I just wipe it down with the paper towel and then go in and spray it with alcohol and wipe it again, and then it's good to go for next time. That way it's not all building up on your paddles. And then I just spray it each side and then wipe it one more time. Whoops. And then it's done. It's clean. Now don't get it up in that shaft. Don't overfill your cups because your resin will stop it from turning. Then you'll have to dig it out. I've done that before on my large one. Sometimes I'm like, oh no, it's broken. And it's not. It's just been mixed too high. Then take your spatula and get your sides and your bottom scraped, no matter what, because that mixer does not scrape your sides and bottom for you. Generally it's mixed, but I don't ever take chances. So the first 5 ounces, I guess I could just leave it in this cup. I don't really need to put it in another cup for the red. So I'm going to try to split these without going over 5 ounces. Where's my ounce side? Here it is. Maybe I'll let these get really thick and hot before I marble them together. That way I don't have to use glue. I'm going to not use glue today, so they can merge a little bit. I'm at 8. A little bit more in each one. I just can't get it back out clear, so I'm trying to be very careful. 7. And I think 5 is too much for each of these trays, but I didn't want to underdo it, especially since I'm marbling. What do we got here? 5.5. A little bit more. And then mix them thoroughly. Just because they were dissolved doesn't mean they're mixed. What do we got? 5. Perfect. So we'll do that. Let me grab a stick. Where's my stick? I'm always losing stuff here. So we'll do the lightest color first. Then you don't have to clean your stick before moving to the next color, and get it in those grooves of the cup. Get it all out of there. That looks good. Then the red. And we will debubble everything together. And all those are looking good behind me. The polyurethane. I didn't see much bleeding. And I see the red tips on the tree, so that's good. And then the coal. And this probably is going to take a good 15 minutes maybe. Because if I did a dirty pour right now, it's just all going to blend together in that cup. Could always do a split cup. But I don't have a lot of luck in a split cup. Oh, my stick was right here in front of me, of course. That's those. All right, so this is the Scarlet in Pigment Paste. It's the same name as your mica powder. Just make sure if you want the pigment paste, you're choosing the pigment paste. And I do put my discount codes in the description box next to every item that has a description code. So if you're looking in the description and you're looking at the resin and the molds, if there is a discount code for you, it is directly below the link to that item. If there's no code, that means there is no discount for that piece. Generally, the Amazon products, obviously, they don't give me a discount code. I'm not that important. But all the major brands have given me discount codes for you guys, so that's very exciting. I'm going to wipe this off. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just on the tip. I was going to say, where's all my pigment paste? Get it off your spatula. Because you can have unmixed pigment paste, which is worse than unmixed mica powder, to be honest with you, because it will not cure. And it will fall to your piece. It will fall to the bottom of the mold, wherever it lands, which is generally the front of your piece. And then it will not cure. And you'll have like this wet piece of pigment paste you'll have to dig out. And so this is a little more important than your unmixed mica powder. Wipe it off my stick. I don't see anything else coming off there. So let's go vacuum it.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare. Diamond shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell. Turning the ordinary into something.
That pigment paste was having a party in that vacuum chamber, so make sure you don't walk away when you're doing something, because you don't know how the products are going to react in your resin. Like, this is barely full, and it was going to come out a couple of times, so I released the pressure until it finally collapsed on itself, and then I let it run for a little bit longer. The mica powders were done way before this one. So hopefully I got all the bubbles out. I'm just kind of spraying them because I didn't let it sit in there too much longer, but I did. So I'm going to get down in the sleeves the best that I can here. Hopefully I did. I don't know if I did. This is the first time I am pouring this. As usual, I don't pre-pour anything. I always do it with you guys. I'm just going to pour slowly so it can get down in there, and we'll see the lip on the back and remove bubbles if I need to. Just want to make sure it's down in these sleeves, because if there's any problem areas, it's going to be those. Just get it a little bit full, more full. I think I got it. Looks like it from here anyway. Again, I don't know how much it's going to need. I kind of put alcohol in, but then I spilled it everywhere trying to pour it back out. So I'm not quite sure. Definitely it wasn't 5. I don't see any bubbles up underneath that lip. So what do I have left here? Oh, I only got 1 ounce left, so it's about 4 ounces. Not too bad of a guess. Whoops. Let's get... I don't see any bubbles. Whoops. But I'm not sure about right here. I think there was one right there. I'm just going to go along the whole edge. I don't see any. So I got about 1 ounce left to play with. Get that back in there. Just alleviates all that extra trimming. Just going to top it up. And that's it. So I do have some extras. I think I'm trying to wait till these are about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm only at 93, so I'm going to give it a few minutes. Let me find a mold for the red. Pulled out the one and only snowflake mold that I love so much. I've never poured this in red before, and I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to add a little interference pink to that and see what it does, if anything. I'm not sure. Get a little, well, that's not gonna work. Let me move that so you can see what I'm doing. Let's just get a stick. I don't know if a stick will fit in there. Yeah, well, let's just add a little interference. This is the set of 6 from Let's Resin. You get blue, green, pink, gold, silver, violet. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Let's see. Try to mix it without creating some bubbles. Hopefully this is going to give it a little pink shimmer shine. Well, pinkish red I was going for. Now it looks like a mica powder instead of a pigment paste. Because snowflakes do shimmer, right? I just don't know if I'm getting the mica powders all mixed up. I'm trying to be careful. That looks cool. All right, good enough. Good enough. Everybody loves these things. They don't last very long on eBay. So if you do craft fairs this time of year, I would say get yourself some of these snowflake molds because they are very popular. Every time I make one, they're gone. And I can imagine if you had a whole bunch made hanging together at your craft fair, the choices, they would have to buy a couple of them because they would not be able to make up their mind which one is the best. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a craft fair. I'll go to them all the time. I go to every one that I know about, but I've never sold in one. So I'm not experienced in that, but I can imagine just the fact that they like them from eBay, they must like them in person because they look so much better in person than they do on eBay. There's a little bit left to scrape, but I'm not going to put it in here. I don't want to overfill that. So I will put this in something else. How are we doing on temperature here? 97.5. We're almost there. I'm just going to go ahead and scrape everything in here. And I've got my other snowflake mold out that I love. I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of that during the season. Because I can't make it any other time of year. Let's do... I probably should have done a lot less black. It's always hindsight, you know? And I always forget that until I do it again and say, oh man, I should have done less of that. But you know, for next time, if there's a next time, I don't always get to do my molds more than once or twice because of the lineup that I have. Unless it's in order, then I can do it again, but that's one thing. All right, let me put a napkin under this in case I need to move it around for my heat mat. Otherwise, this is not going to move. This one's getting dull. I've used it so many times. All right, here we go. Just going to pour it down the center and we'll dress it up with rhinestones after like I normally do. That around the hole maker. That filled that up. I think I'm not going to use this for anything else. I'm going to pour it into my giveaway molds just because I have a lot on my plate, plus some that's off camera that I need to finish today. I may actually finish those on camera later because I've already done them on a video, so I didn't want to bore you. So let me just pour this in the extras mold. These are ready to come out. So let's get these out. Again, pure white. So I usually tip all those flowers. There's a lot of bubbles in these. This is just a really detailed mold for a thick resin like that because it was at the very end. Here's a cute little heart. Probably paint the center, and here's the cute little purse. Oh man, there was something in there. And a piece of glitter here. No big deal. So those are cute. I'm pretty sure I can get the bear out. I just don't want to rush this one. The only thing warm right here is right here. The tree seems okay, but I don't need to mess anything up. So let's see how this, ooh, I think it worked the way I wanted it to. Look at that. Yes. Perfect. I could start embellishing now instead of later tonight. I could probably pour another one just like it really quick and get them both done for her in one day. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I think I will. I think I'm going to pour this one again. So you know what? I'm going to do that, get that poured and set, and we'll demold these when they're both fully cured.
In our studio where colors blend, Michelle's creations have no end. From coasters bright to jars that gleam, she brings to life each shining dream. Glitz and glitter, watch them dance. In Michelle's hands they find their chance.
I went ahead and poured a small little ornament and cleaned my cup, and now that I did all that, this is at 100 degrees, which was 38 degrees Celsius. So now I'm going to just pour them into one cup, and hopefully that's warm enough to keep them a bit separated. Again, I'm not using glue to keep them separated. I'm just going to try to hope that the temperature is going to do that for me. I always worry because colors on the top are the colors that end up taking over on a tray type thing. I'm not going to scrape the cups in there because I'm thinking they're extra. So I'm just going to spritz this with alcohol really well. And I'm going to change my cup to pour from those three colors, hopefully at the same time. And it might, the black may take over. I don't know. It's all trial. So this one does not take, probably about 4 ounces too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It all depends on what hit that silicone first. Okay, so I do have some leftover that I need to grab. A couple more. I think I'll just go ahead and pour the rest in this cup and dirty pour something. So I got busy and the whole day passed, so everything is ready to unmold as normal. So let's get the bear out. I just never got back to it. Oh goodness, now I got a lot to do tonight, but that's okay. This is the fun part of everything. Oh, this one's just as pretty. I used the Rolio Pearl White on it first and then went over with the HTV Ront Pearl White. So it might have a little bit different look. Come on. Get out of here. They're completely cooled down, so we shouldn't have any issues at all. So let's see the difference. So this one has a bit more sparkle to it because of the Rolio, but they're both gorgeous. And we're going to finish 2 more girls. Here's the extra ornament with the interference in there is pretty. And then this one had the interference too. Pretty. So I will put some kind of rhinestone on there. Okay, something that goes with red. Let's get, oh, this one was extra too. Forgot about all these extras. We'll see. I don't think this one marbled very good. That's okay. It's going to go beautiful with gold. Gorgeous. It's fall colors, but I don't know. Now I'm worried about this one. But let's get the Santa out first. Anxious to see how much it bled, if any. Let's see here. I don't know if spraying alcohol down here is going to help. Not sure I can massage it. I can't massage it in this one because of all those tree limbs. Just try to pull it back. Okay, we definitely got white tips. Some of them have bubbles, but I am going to be decorating the tree. Come on. There we go. Not too horrible. Missed a little red right there, but we will try to do our best. I have some bubbles to repair on these tips, I see. Oh man, a lot of these tips. I think I'm going to re-pour this for her. This one is going to end up a blooper. And I will finish this another day because I have too much to finish today. So I'm going to end up re-pouring this for her off camera. I'm going to go through the exact same thing, except I'm going to fill it with epoxy so I could get those bubbles out. I thought that was going to be thin enough to do what I wanted it to do. So I will put it through the vacuum chamber. I'm going to fill it up to here, throw it in the vacuum chamber for a couple minutes, get all those bubbles out, and then fill it with the rest. So I will do that another day because I got a lot on my plate for today. So let's see. Let's do this little sweater, which I'm going to be painting after the fact. Well, this is the pigment paste, so there won't be any shimmer to it. There we go. So it's got the line down the center and then the belt and the belt buckle. It's a little trinket dish, little cute little thing. And let's see how we did on, I don't know if it's a rooster or if it's a hen. I don't know. I had a couple chickens at my last house. I'm not allowed to have them at this house, and I probably just cut myself. So I definitely need to trim that. All right, are you ready? Back looks promising. Oh, that is nice. I like that. I like it a lot. So the only thing I might do to this one is paint the rooster crown, the beak, and the eye, because it's a little tray. I don't want to like cover everything up. Oh, I like that. What do you think? That came out really cute. Okay, let me get my thinking cap on. I have a few things to figure out. I'm going to throw you in a little fast forward as normal. And let's get to finishing.
Michelle's got her apron tied, a rhinestone twinkle in her eye. The resin pours, the glitter flies under Tennessee skies. Snowflakes shine with a final touch. Santa's tray holds so much. She hums a hymn, her heart aglow, as she crafts the joy she knows. Glitz and glitter in her hands, her faith the light that guides her plans. Every sparkle, every bow serves the Lord, her heart's aglow. Michelle's glitz and glitter hands, working love through her resin strand. Roosters with their rhinestone beaks, bears with bows and colors sleek, reindeer dressed in plaid so fine, each creation a holy sign. Her workbench feels like sacred ground, where heaven's whispers can be found. She molds her art with quiet grace, a reflection of her Savior's face. Glitz and glitter in her hands, her face the light that guides her plans. Every sparkle, every bow serves the Lord, her heart's aglow. testimony in the craft she shares. Glitz and glitter in her hands, her face the light that guides her plans. Every sparkle, every bow serves the Lord, her heart's aglow. Michelle's glitz and glitter hands, working love through her resin strand.
Okay, I got another one under my belt. I had a ton to do today from stuff on the side too. So here are the polyurethane extras. I put a rhinestone right there, that's it, and a magnet on the back. And then this one I highlighted in purple and put some AB stones in there. Very pretty, magnet on the back. Here is the extra snowflake ornament. I just put green on. And then this one I put gold on with a gold thingy. Not too bad. This one, I broke one of these off. Oh, I have to still trim. I broke one side of them off, so there were two sticking out each end here. So I had to take the two off the rest of it. So I did finish it. They looked like this one. So this one still has it on there, so I kept it with a hole. But the rest of them, yeah, that's not good. Here is the sweater tray. What do you think? So I markered it with the new markers from Let's Resin. I did have to go over multiple times, especially the white. It's still not perfect, but it's pretty good. And then I went over with UV resin. So I put UV resin in a little nail polish bottle to make things so much easier on my life. Put it on like nail polish and cured it. So that was that one. And where is my little tray? What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. Here's the rooster. So I just colored the crown and that red, put UV resin on that and the eye. I colored that orange, but I didn't like it, so I did put rhinestones on. I'm not sure I like that either, but it's done now. But I really like the marbling. I didn't want to cover anything else, so I'm pretty happy with that cute little tray. Here's the two bears, and I went to look at the paperwork and she wanted 4 girls. So I still have to make one more. So here's one. She's got a flower, a purse, and a little pendant with a crown on her head, all in light blue. And then this one is all decked out in red. She's got a little drink and a book because she's a little bookworm with her glasses on her head. So those are 2 of the girls. And then I have the others. Oh, I put a little bow on the back of that one and the back of that one. So one more girl and those will be done. And then off camera I did these because I did these exactly the same as my video number 991. So I didn't want to bore you with the exact same process. So she wanted the same thing. The only thing that was different is I put 4 different plaids on the bodies. So she wanted each one a different plaid. So if you want to see how I got to this point, it's video 991, not too long ago. And these are for Tammy. Tammy, I hope you like them. I highlighted the nose with UV resin and some crushed crystal. Put UV resin over the eyes. The 2 girls got antler rings. And I did put the eyes looking at the mom. Well, the mom and the dad are looking at each other. Oops, I'm not going to glue those on. Their eyes are looking at each other. And then the brother and the sister are looking at each other as well. So the mom and the daughter got some rhinestones on the hat and the antlers, and then everything else is basically the same, just green on the boys and red on the girls. So I think I'm getting caught up. I still have some things to do, but we're going to make some new molds again tomorrow. Don molded me a few things that I wanted done today, so maybe I will throw those in tomorrow on tomorrow's video as some extras, and I will see you guys then. I got a lot of pictures. I hope you stick around for them. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. shimmer sparkles in her eyes, a radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining